welcome back to my channel. I'm finally doing a video that a lot of you guys have been waiting for and asking about for a while now. I'm really excited to do it finally, so hopefully you guys are excited to see it. But today I'm finally going to be introducing you guys to my puppy. She's actually in the room with me right now. I was hoping to have her like up here and sitting with me, but she is occupied right now playing with Misty off in the corner. I will bring her up for you guys to see though, but yeah, that's what we are doing today. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and meet Alaska. Alaska, come here. Come here. Yeah. All right, guys. So here she is. She is lying down. Let me. Hey. Hey. So this here is Alaska. She is my Samoyed puppy. Hello. Hello. Oh, kisses. Oh, yes. So here she is. You guys, like I said, I've been waiting a while. She just hopped back down on the floor, but I will show you her more. So I literally moved down onto the floor because I was having trouble getting Alaska to stay up on the bed and film with me. And now, of course, when I move down on the floor, she goes up on the bed, but I guess she's back down now. Oh, and you have the hiccups. Oh, she has a hiccup. Anyways, yes, like I was saying, this here is Alaska, my puppy. I have talked about her on YouTube and other social medias for quite a bit now because it was my plan to get a dog for quite some time now. So for this video, I wasn't overly certain about how I wanted to do things, how I wanted to go about it. Ultimately, I just decided that I would just kind of sit here, introduce her to you guys. She is sitting right next to me on the floor here. I apologize that she's not like super in frame, but I can't really control her to do anything like that. She is going wherever she wants to. But I figured I would introduce her to you guys just by talking a bit about her and stuff like that. And then I also thought that I would answer some questions. So I did ask you guys on Instagram for some questions for a video. So we're going to be doing a bit of a Q&A in this video as well. But let's just go ahead and start talking about Alaska now. So this here is Alaska, and like I've mentioned before, she is my Samoyed puppy. I have talked about it on YouTube for a while now, like why I decided to go with a Samoyed and why I decided to go to a reputable breeder rather than adopt and rescue. So I'm not going to go super into that in this video because I did do a whole video on that. So if you want to know more about my decision-making process, you can check out those videos. But yes, Alaska here is my puppy. I've had her since the end of January now. I did get her just towards the end of January, so I've had her for about 1.5 months now. She is about 14 weeks old right now, so she's like 3.5 months. Also, I apologize for the lighting changing here. There's a window over there and the sun keeps going behind clouds and stuff, so I apologize for that. So in this past like 1.5 months that I've had Alaska, she has grown so much. She was so tiny when I brought her home, and I mean, she's still pretty tiny for like a Samoyed, but she is a pretty big puppy. She was like one of the biggest from her litter. She's probably going to be fairly big. She went to the vet yesterday. She was 10 kilograms. She was 10 kilograms at the vet, which is, let's see how many pounds that is, because I don't know off the top of my head. So that means she is 22 pounds already, and she's like 3.5 months old. So she is quite a big puppy. She's growing so fast. It's ridiculous, like just comparing a little tiny puppy she was to what she is now. It is, yeah, it's just insane how fast they grow. Hey. Alaska did come from Vanderbilt Samoyeds. They are quite the reputable Samoyed breeders here in Canada. If you keep up with the dog world at all, they're doing a bunch of shows and everything. You probably recognize the name, but that is who she came from. So yeah, like I mentioned before, I don't really know what I'm doing with this video. I don't know what the best way to execute it is. I'm just kind of talking whatever is coming off my head. So for the most part, Alaska has been a really good puppy so far. I would say our biggest challenge has been potty training. She's not the best at it, but she's like consistently getting better. And I mean, it takes time to potty train any dog. Some learn quicker than others, but that's definitely our biggest challenge. She has been super good with like everything else. She has been fantastic. Oh, now she's eating my tripod. She has been fantastic with crate training. She will spend the whole night in her crate, no problem. Sometimes she'll wake me up once to like let her pee, but for a puppy, spending the whole night in her crate is like absolutely fantastic. She's really good in her crate, and she doesn't mind being in her crate for a little bit if I have to go out. So she's doing awesome with that. Her and Misty get along so well. Misty is my cat. Most of you guys probably know that. But people ask me a lot about how her and Misty get along. It did take a little bit of like an adjustment period at first. Alaska, like right from day one, just wanted to play with Misty. That's all she wanted. Misty, however, on the other hand, was a little more reserved and kind of a little freaked out for a bit with a new puppy. After doing like proper introductions with them and everything, they get along so well now. They play with each other all the time. They're chasing each other around the house. It's really cute to watch. I will definitely be inserting clips of them playing together here. It is so fun to see. So I've had no issues having a dog and a cat coexisting together. Like I said, at the beginning things were a little bit rocky, but it was, you know, that's just kind of part of the introduction process, and they are totally fine now. So just a little bit more about Alaska, I guess. She has started puppy classes. She's doing her class as we go once a week. She's doing really great at them. We were just there last night and she did fantastic. She is learning very quick, and she's really great around people and other dogs. She's super friendly. If like a person walks in the house, she just wants to run up to them and love them. But obviously we're working on like proper socialization, because I don't want her to be like a super jumpy dog who's just jumping on people all over the place. That is all stuff that comes with time and training though, because obviously no dog is going to be a perfect dog when they are 3.5 months old. So these are all things that we are working on, but she's really good in public. I've taken her to like a pet store and she's really great. She doesn't go crazy trying to chase after people or other dogs. She's pretty calm. She's really good at listening. So for the most part, she has been a really good puppy. Like I said, potty training has been our biggest thing. She still definitely goes in the house like somewhat frequently, but she is getting better and better, because it used to happen like non-stop. I could hardly even get her to go outside, and that has definitely changed now. She's mostly going outside, sometimes still has accidents in the house, but it's getting better, and hopefully will continue to get better as we continue working on the training. Right, you don't want more peeing on the floor. So I feel like that's all I really have to say just off the top of my head. I kind of just wanted this to be an introduction video. She's still sitting on my lap here. You can see her face kind of popping up every now and then. But I guess we can just start answering some questions, why don't we? A lot of these questions are going to be like puppy related. I did mention on Instagram that I'm filming a video with her in it, so to ask puppy questions, but also just you could ask other questions that maybe don't have to do with puppies if you like. So we're gonna have a little mix of puppy and non-puppy questions. So the first question here is a Samoyed, a breed of dog that has a lot of defects. So that is a really good question. A lot of time when people think of like purebred dogs, they think of dogs that are known for having a lot of health issues due to the fact that they're purebred, like a bulldog, for example. Now, the answer to that, I would say, is really no. That was actually a really important thing for me. Back when I look back, like last year when I was looking into dog breeds and researching which breeds would be right for me and stuff, one of the main things I wanted was a breed that doesn't really have a lot of health issues, because first of all, I don't want to support breeding practices of messed up dog breeds. That's just what I'm gonna say. I don't personally want to support that. I wouldn't want to spend my money on something that I don't feel like can really ethically be bred. So that was something I was avoiding, and also like I just, you know, ideally I don't want a dog that's going to have really complicated health issues because of its breed. So I really wanted to find a breed that, you know, has very little known health issues, and that is one of the reasons why I went with a Samoyed. They are, you know, not considered to really have any breed defects. Obviously, every single dog, no matter what, can develop health issues. You know, like there's no such thing as any breed, any mixed breed, any sort of anything like that that is immune to health issues. So obviously that is always a possibility. But if you're going through the effort of like finding a reputable breeder and looking for breeds that don't normally have issues, you are way less likely to run into those health issues. So the answer would be no, Samoyeds don't really have any like defects or issues because of the fact that they're a purebred dog. They tend to be very, very healthy dogs for the most part. This one is another good question. What's the most upsetting thing your puppy has chewed up so far? So she's actually been really, really good about chewing. When we first brought her home, she was going after cords a lot, but she kind of quickly learned not to go after cords. Same with like baseboards. The baseboards on my house, she was chewing on those for a little bit, but again, she doesn't really do that now. She quickly learned that those things aren't for chewing, and she's really good about really only chewing on like her toys and stuff. So she has not really destroyed a single thing of mine yet, other than some chewing that was done on the baseboard, so those will have to be replaced before like I move out of here. But really, she hasn't really chewed up anything other than that, so that is quite good. So this one's kind of one I talked about already. This question is just, what's been the hardest thing so far, care / training wise, in reference to the dog? So I kind of mentioned this where I said potty training has definitely been the biggest challenge so far. Like I said, that's a challenge with every puppy though. It's very normal obviously to have issues with potty training, but we're working on it. But that definitely is our biggest issue right now, just potty training. So this one is not exactly about my dog. It just says, where do you see yourself in 10 years? So honestly, I don't really know. I never really tend to like look into the far future making plans. I'm more of like a, oh, she went and just sniffed up like a big dust bunny. Are you good? So yeah, I never really make plans really far in the future, so I can't really say where exactly I see myself. I feel like I'll probably still be working in the animal industry one way or another, not sure exactly what, but ideally I would still like to be working with animals. I would still like to just, I don't know, I want a house. I see myself hopefully in a house with animals, and that's about it. I don't really have a good answer for that one. Again, another one that's not really about my dog, but just me and my pets in general. It says, do you struggle with maintenance while struggling with personal things? So I would say the answer to that is like no, but yes. So for example, like these past few months have been really, really busy. As you guys know, I haven't really been on YouTube a whole lot because I would just had so much going on, so many like life changes, things I was adjusting to and stuff. So if I use that for an example, like do I struggle with maintenance with my pets? The answer would be like no, I definitely do still get it all done because, you know, my pets' care and everything is a priority. Obviously I need to be taking care of them no matter what. So no, I don't struggle in a sense where I'm not getting things done. However, I do struggle in a sense where like I definitely have to manage my time more, which is why I was absent off YouTube for a while, because I had so many other things going on. I wasn't really having time to fit YouTube into my schedule because obviously things like taking care of my pets comes before making YouTube videos. So I wasn't struggling in the sense where I wasn't getting things done and like my care was slacking, but I was struggling in the sense where I had to manage my time a lot better and sometimes sacrifice certain things for being able to, you know, care for my animals. Like, I couldn't film a video tonight because I need to spend a few hours doing animal chores, things like that. So this question here is just an animal that you love but would never own. I don't know, I feel like there's quite a few questions for this. Also, Alaska just went under the bed. So an animal that I love but would never own. I mean, there's probably a lot of answers, like a lot of really cool reptiles and stuff that just aren't in the pet trade. But I don't know, if I think of just one thing that comes to mind that I would like love to own but realistically probably never will, is something like a caiman. I do work with caimans and stuff at my job and I love them. I think that they're awesome, and in my head it would be really, really cool to own one as a pet one day, but realistically I know they don't really make good pets for most people and I'll probably never really be able to do that. So instead I will just continue enjoying being able to work with them. Are you interested in ever owning turtles or tortoises? So this is like a definite yes. When I was a little kid and I was like I was always into animals my whole life. I wanted a pet turtle so badly as a child. It was always something that I wanted. I loved turtles so much. However, where I lived, where I grew up, turtles were illegal to have as pets, so hey, don't chew on that. That is my tripod. So I never ended up having a turtle as a pet because, like I said, they were illegal. Now that I'm an adult and I could technically own a turtle or a tortoise, they're legal where I live now. I don't have one at the moment, but I definitely do want a tortoise at some point. I don't think I'd really own a turtle just because I don't really want to deal with the water or aquarium maintenance of that. I've had fish tanks before, I know how to do it, and I know it's not something I really want to do again, is to take care of a big aquarium with a bunch of water in it. But I would really like to own a tortoise one day. There are quite a few tortoises that I really like, so one day I hope to definitely own a tortoise. So I think that's where I'll end the video off for today. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of introduce you guys to Alaska and answer some of your guys' questions, so I thought that this would be a good way to do that. Hey, are you wanting to say goodbye too? Yeah, so I thought that this would be a good way to do that, so hopefully you guys did enjoy seeing this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy finally getting to meet Alaska. I will have more videos with her coming soon. If you guys have any sort of like requests on like specific dog related videos you want to see, please let me know. I do have some fun videos planned coming up. One of them being a whole cat room transformation, which I'm super excited about because I do have an extra bedroom in this house now that currently is empty, and I'm going to be transforming it into a cat room, so I'm going to film that whole thing, which I think will be really fun. So anyways, with all of that said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. We will say goodbye, excuse me. We will say goodbye and goodbye to Alaska, who is sitting right here on my lap. So we can say goodbye, Alaska, if you want to look at the camera. Yeah. What a good puppy. Oh, don't bite my hand. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it a ton. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, be sure to check out all of my social media. Everything is just in the description of the video below, so you can find it all there. I would love it if you guys went and checked it all out. All of that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed the video.